still to come, the House is expected to consider the betting levy bill, National Assembly Bill number 31 of 2025, also at committee stage.
And earlier on, when the House resumed the sitting at 14:30 hours, Madam Speaker did make some announcements, and in the first announcement,
Thank you so much. Welcome to Parliament TV. Business is expected to commence, or to resume rather, at 17 hours. And it seems that we don't have a quorum. According to the standard practice, there must be 1/3 members of Parliament in the House in order for business to transact. And when business commenced at 14:30 hours, Madam Speaker did make two announcements. In the first announcement, Madam Speaker recognized the presence in the public gallery of visitors from the Albinism Multi-Purpose Organization in Lusaka District. And Madam Speaker, on behalf of the National Assembly of Zambia, warmly welcomed the visitors to the institution.
and in another announcement, the Honorable Madam Speaker recognized the presence in the public gallery of visitors from Isoka Parliamentary constituency in Isoka District, and Madam Speaker did welcome the visitors to the National Assembly.
After those announcements, we did see Honorable Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, Honorable Engineer Collins Zovu, issue a ministerial statement on the measures that the government is taking to solve the water situation in Ndeke and the surrounding areas of Kamfinsa constituency for use in on the measures that the government is taking to solve the water situation in Ndeke and surrounding areas of Kamfinsa constituency. And we did see a number of members of Parliament seeking clarification arising from that ministerial statement. To be able to give you the details contained in the ministerial statement when business for today is concluded.
And there was a private member's motion that was moved by Kalabo Central Member of Parliament, Mr. Chenga Miyutu, and this was titled Strengthen Protection and Rights of Persons with Albinism, that this House urges the government to strengthen protection and rights of persons with albinism. And this was seconded by Bahati Member of Parliament, Mr. Livani Chivombwe, and quite a number of members of Parliament did add their voice to this motion that was under discussion, and the motion has since been.
When business was suspended, the House was considering the committee stage or the registration of business names amendment bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2025, and was considering clause 3, and the Honorable Minister had just finished moving the amendment. The question is that clause 3 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection, amendment is agreed to. Clause 3 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that clause 3 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 3 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 4, amendment of section 12. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 4 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 4 be amended with the words as circulated.
The question is that clause 4 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 4 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that clause 4 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 4 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning. There is a further amendment. Clause 4. Clause 4. Another further amendment.
Madam Chairperson, I beg move that clause 4 be amended with the words as circulated.
The question is that clause 4 be further amended with words as circulated. Any debate? Any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 4 as further amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that clause 4 as further amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 4 as further amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 5. Amendment of section 16. Any debate, any objection? Clause 5 is agreed to. Long title. Any debate, any objection? Long title is agreed to. The bill be reported to the House as having passed through the committee with amendments. The last bill. The Betting Levy Bill, National Assembly Bill number 31 of 2025. Clause 1, short title. Any debate, any objection? Clause 1 is agreed to. Clause 2, interpretation. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 2 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move that clause 2 be amended with the words as circulated.
The question is that clause 2 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 2 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that clause 2 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 2 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 3, administration of act. Any debate, any objection? Clause 3 is agreed to. Clause 4, power of Commissioner General. Any debate, any objection? Clause 4 is agreed to. Clause 5, imposition of levy. Any debate, any objection? The question is that clause 5 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
I beg to move, Madam Chairperson, that clause 5 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that clause 5 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 5 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that clause 5 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 5, as amended, is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 6, exemptions from payment of levy. Any debate and objection? The question is that Clause 6 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
Madam Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 6 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 6 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate, any objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 6 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that Clause 6 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 6 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 7, record of betting operations. Any debate and objection? The question is that Clause 7 stands part of the bill. The Honorable Minister of Finance and National Planning.
Madam Chairperson, I beg to move that Clause 7 be amended with words as circulated.
The question is that Clause 7 be amended with words as circulated. Any debate and objection? Amendment is agreed to. Clause 7 as amended. Any further debate? I put the question. The question is that Clause 7 as amended stands part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye. Of the contrary say no. The ayes have it. The question is resolved in the affirmative. Clause 7 as amended is ordered to stand part of the bill. Clause 8, inspection of betting operations. Any debate and objection? Clause 8 is agreed to. Clause 9, administrative rules. Any debate and objection? Clause 9 is agreed to. Clause 10, regulations. Any debate and objection? Clause 10 is agreed to. Long title. Any debate and objection? Long title is agreed to. The bill will be reported to the House as having passed through the committee with amendments. Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the Whole House has gone through the Income Tax Amendment Number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill Number 19 of 2025 without amendments.
Thank you. Day of third reading.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Third reading to be taken tomorrow, the 12th of December 2020. 11th December, sorry. 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Customs and Excise Amendment number 2 Bill, National Assembly Bill number 20 of 2025 with amendment.
Day for consideration of the report.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Consideration of the report to be taken on Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2025 without amendment.
Order, honorable members, order. Can we follow the proceedings? Day for third reading.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Third reading to be taken tomorrow, Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Zambia Revenue Authority Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 22 of 2025 without amendment.
Day for third reading.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Third reading to be taken tomorrow, Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Property Transfer Tax Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 23 of 2025 without amendment.
Day for third reading.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Third reading to be taken tomorrow, Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Property Transfer Tax Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 23 of 2025 without amendment.
Day for third reading.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Third reading to be taken on Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Mobile Money Transaction Levy Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2025 with amendment.
Day for consideration of the report.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Consideration of the report to be taken on Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Registration of Business Names Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2025 with amendments.
Day for consideration of the report.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Consideration of the report to be taken on Thursday, 11th December 2025. Next order.
Madam, I have to report to the House that the Committee of the whole House has gone through the Betting Levy Bill, National Assembly Bill number 31 of 2025 with amendments.
Thank you. Day for consideration of the report.
Tomorrow, Madam Speaker.
Consideration of the report to be taken on Thursday, 11th December 2025. The Leader of Government Business, Adjournment.
Madam Speaker, I beg to move that the House now adjourns.
Order, honorable members. As no notice of an item for debate on the motion of adjournment of the House has been received, I put the question. The question is that the House do now adjourn. Any debate? Any objection? The question is agreed to. The House is now adjourned.
Concluded for today, the whole business which was on the order paper has been concluded, so business is expected to commence tomorrow, 10th of December 2025. Time now to look at the business which has been considered on the floor of the House. On the time business commenced at 14:30 hours.
Yes, we had two announcements. One of the announcements, Honorable Madam Speaker, did recognize the presence in the public gallery of visitors from Isoka parliamentary constituency in Isoka district. And in another announcement, the Honorable Madam Speaker recognized the presence in the public gallery of visitors from the Albanese Multipurpose Organization in Lusaka. And on behalf of the institution, she did welcome the visitors to the
And we also had one ministerial statement which was rendered on the floor of the House by Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, Honorable Engineer Collins Zovo, on the measures that the government is taking to solve the water situation in the surrounding areas of Kamfinsa constituency for use in Parliament. And
the Minister did update the House on the measures that is being implemented to address the water supply challenges and currently being experienced in Ndeke, Changa Changa, Mlenga and surrounding areas of Kamfinsa district.
The Minister reaffirmed the government reaffirmed that the government is fully aware of the challenges of which people are facing, including the disruption of water supply in some cases and also very low pressure.
The Minister did inform the House that the loss of water supply in the affected areas, Ndeke, Changa Changa, Natwange, Mlenga and neighboring communities was due to maintenance works that were being carried out by both ZESCO Limited and Nkana water Supply, as well as the sanitation company on Wednesday and Thursday, 3rd December 2025. He did state that the key constraint that are affecting Kamfinsa water supply has been inadequate storage and the pumping capacity at the Ndeke distribution center. And to address this, the Minister did say that government is undertaking significant upgrades under the Nkana water supply and sanitation project phase 2 valued at 60 million, which commenced in January 2023. He did say that a total of 37 million has been disbursed for the works to date.
And I further said that government has further noted the deteriorating condition of pipelines in Ndeke village, adding that as part of the broader program to rehabilitate aging infrastructure, reduce water losses, and deliver safe and reliable services, government through the commercial utility is replacing and upgrading all the pipelines.
And he did say that government has further undertaken various interventions in Kamfinsa constituency and in Natwange. The New Dawn government has extended the piped water network through project completion at a cost exceeding 6 million kwacha and benefiting over 9,600 residents. He did say that these interventions will significantly improve water supply hours, strengthen distribution pressure and also ensure overall system supply in Ndeke, Kamfinsa and parts of Usakile. He did say that government has demonstrated and continues its commitment to addressing the water challenges facing communities and also providing dependable water services to all the citizens. So that was the ministerial statement on the measures that government is undertaking to solve the water situation in Ndeke and the surrounding areas. And after that, there were some questions of oral answer. One of the questions was considered understanding order 82, and this came from Kapoche, member of parliament, Mr. Maiwase Lungu, and he directed his question to the Minister of Local Government and Rural Development. And first part of the question, he wanted to know whether government is aware that the following crossing points in Kapoche parliamentary constituency have been washed away, and this is Lemi Luandazi ward. He also the other part, Chingombe and the Chingombe ward, and also Miezi and the Nchembwe ward. And in response to this question, the minister did say that Lemi and the Chiwazi ward has been designated already at a cost of 1.3 million kwacha, and construction has since commenced using construction will commence using motor vehicle licensing funds that is available at the local authority. And part 2 of the question, he did say that Chingombe ward has already construction has already commenced, and this was awarded to the ministry for construction of 3 crossing points, namely Chadiza, Sinda and Lusangazi, and the works in Chadiza have since commenced, and soon the Chadiza works will be completed. And part 3, Miezi Chembwe ward, the minister did inform the House that Miezi Bridge has been assessed in order to come up with the appropriate design and the bill of quantity, and he did say that it is envisaged that the construction will commence by 2025 using the Constituency Development Fund allocation.
The other question was question 121, which came from Mr. Emmanuel Msonda Chimba Milonga, Member of Parliament. He did ask the Minister of Energy when the 15 wards in his constituency will be electrified under phase 2 of the rural electrification project, and B, why the project has delayed and what measures have been taken to expedite the process. The minister said that according to the rural electrification plan, phase 2 of the project is expected to commence in 2027, subject to the availability of funds. And in answering part B of the question, he said that government through the Rural Electrification Authority, REA, and ZESCO jointly conducted a feasibility study in 2022. He, however, said that due to an inadequate funds, REA adopted a phased approach of electrifying Chimbamilonga constituency in 2021. He further said that REA implemented phase 1 of the rural electrification project at a contract sum of 17,230,187,094 kwacha. And I said that REA through the Ministry of Energy will continue engaging the Ministry of Finance and National Planning to ensure that the funds are secured for this project to be implemented.
And after those questions, there was a private member's motion that was moved by Mr. Chingamiyutu, Member of Parliament for Kalabo Central, and this was titled Strengthen Protection and Rights of Persons with Albinism, that this House urges the government to strengthen the protection and rights of persons with albinism. And this motion was seconded by Mr. Livan Chibombwe, Member of Parliament for Bahati, and there was of course a number of members of Parliament that did add their voice to this motion, and when a question was put, it was resolved in the affirmative. The motion has since been adopted.
Thereafter, the House did consider 8 bills, and these 8 bills were considered at committee stage, and a third reading for all the 8 bills is expected to be taken tomorrow, which is the 10th December 2025.
Yes, and these were the Income Tax Amendment Bill number 2, National Assembly Bill number 19 of 2025, the Customs and Excise Amendment Bill number 2, National Assembly Bill number 20 of 2025. We also had the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 21 of 2025, the Zambia Revenue Authority Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 22 of 2025, and also the Property Transfer Tax Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 23 of 2025.
And also the Mobile Money Transaction Levy Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2025, the Registration of Business Names Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 26 of 2025, the Betting Levy Bill, National Assembly Bill number 31 of 2025.
Yes, so that was business of the House this afternoon, and we hope that you continue watching Parliament television. Remember that we have the Parliamentary Select Committee sitting that has been appointed to scrutinize the constitution of Zambia Amendment Bill, National Assembly Bill number 7 of 2025.
Yes, indeed. So right now we take you to the committee. Don't go away, continue watching Parliament TV. Good evening.
Proposals in Bill 7 which are saying that the president can prorogue Parliament to exist for another 1 year. This is a dissolved Parliament, by the way. If you are not supporting the dissolution before elections, so we have a dissolved Parliament being recalled for a period of 1 year. Whereas the article which says within the 3 months no parliamentary functions shall be executed. So those parliamentary functions that will be executed for 1 year, on which law are they drawing legitimacy? And before you answer, ask Honorable Dak.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Council, on the same, I don't know whether you you have conducted some benchmarking, just basically in the sub-region where members of Parliament remain in the office until after the new member has been voted into office. Like we have a situation, we have got a similar thing in Namibia, Mozambique, and a number of them. And I heard you say the members of Parliament will be doing nothing during the 90 days. But Council, I don't know whether you are aware that members of Parliament are attached to international commitment like Pan-African Parliament, and during that 3 months they can't be unrepresented. But we have seen members of Parliament from other jurisdictions that during the campaign times and even after elections, before a new member of Parliament is sworn in, performing duties at such type of fora. Have you taken interest, or do you still maintain that indeed members of Parliament would be doing nothing in the last 3 months preceding an election? I submit, Mr. Chairperson. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, wait.
So, starting with your question, Honorable Daka, I think the issue we have with the provision as it is that it states clearly that for 90 days before election, members of Parliament shall not perform any functions of members of Parliament. But in the meantime, the same proposal say members of Parliament shall continue being members of Parliament. So if maybe the provision was clear that the intention of maintaining them as members of parliament is for the purposes of them performing specific functions, including those international engagements, maybe it would make sense. It's a bit of a contradiction to say you will be a member of parliament for the 90 days, but you will not perform any functions of a member of parliament. I think that's where the problem is. And if we choose as a people that we want our members of parliament to continue being members of parliament until elections, that's okay. But then they should be members of parliament as a matter of fact, which is exactly the same that happens with the president. The president remains president. In fact, even after elections, until the next president is sworn in. If that's what we want, we can do it for the members of parliament. But not to say you'll be member of parliament, but you will not perform any functions of members of parliament. So it will give an impression that maybe there is another motive for that reason. Chair, to answer your question, the extension of the life of members of parliament, even after dissolution, must be for a particular purpose, a state of emergency or war. In this case, the extension for 3 months, I mean, it's not even an extension, because remember we agreed that the tenure is 5 years. But then that 3 months, why the 3 months, if as a matter of fact, this same constitution is depriving you of your duties as members of parliament? In fact, it says in the 90 days before an election, members of parliament will not perform any functions. So what's the purpose of them being there? So the reverse would be, let it be 5 years, but let members of parliament be members of parliament. I think Honorable Ngombo here explained what the functions of the members of parliament are. It could be that some of the functions are not performed in the 90 days, but the rest of them must be performed. Because the way the provision is, it means you will not even be able to sit in the council. Because under this constitution, sitting in the council will be part of the function of a member of parliament. So in the 90 days before election, then you are deprived of that. So why are you a member if that right to perform your duties is taken away?
Our well-noted witness, just as Honorable Daka asked, we checked best practices, because other constitutions don't even talk about dissolution. The parliament is dissolved by operation of law on its own, naturally. So perhaps it would have been good to do a comparative best practices. Honorable Daka gave an example of Namibia. It's when an MP is elected, there's an MP elect. I know of a country where after elections the old parliament passed the budget because the new MPs were not yet sworn in. It should be Namibia itself. The new parliament had 5 to 4 months to be sworn in. So the old parliament continued their functions, and they did not exhaust so their 5-year period is in such a way that it extends beyond the day of election. So I think in normalizing this, all perspective needs to be looked at. But we do value how you're looking at it, that if functions are not being undertaken, then what's the basis of that is well noted. But it's best also for the country to adjust to best practices. Any other concerns, honorable members, before we allow our witness to go? Witness, we thank the University of Zambia, ably represented by yourself as acting dean, for these submissions. This submission, Mr. Sakala, is not taken for granted. It forms an integral part of our report, and informs the position of the University of Zambia on this particular bill as a body that is respected in terms of academics in the country. So would like to thank you most sincerely for appearing before this select committee, and we would like to wish you well as an institution, the main institution, and that we lift the immunity that we conferred on you, so that you could continue enjoying the academic immunity that you enjoy with the work that you do. I thank you.